Good morning. For some reason, this was not appearing on my own channel, so I briefly had to go and switch accounts in order to find it and ping it on Discord. I don't know why that took so long. That was kind of frustrating. Anyway, managed to find it, managed to get it working. We're all good now. I think, I hope, maybe. Don't know, we'll find out shortly, but we'll see. Couldn't see it live. Yeah, neither could I. It was just not working. I thought it said 6 a.m. last time I checked. I hope it didn't. Oh, it says 11 p.m. not 11 a.m. Oh, I'm an idiot. I said it at the wrong time. Whoops. Yeah, definitely not streaming at 11 p.m. That's definitely wrong. I was 12 hours off. Not bad. I mean bad, but not bad. Not bad at all. Why did I change the name of the video? I didn't. What video? Oh, you mean time, because I said it the wrong one. And I just realized. I said this late at night last night, so I wasn't really, I guess, paying attention properly. But I have the Garbage Truck Getaway, and it still has plastic bags. I can't remember. I bought this ages ago. I can't remember if this was a new bags open or sealed. I don't know. I don't know if it's sorted properly either. So we're gonna see. Yeah, definitely not 6 a.m. Yeah, I set the wrong time. I set the wrong time. I also, do I even have the instructions, or do I need to pull up my laptop? No, I need to pull up my laptop. I didn't prepare this. Ooh. I literally went out to go and get tea, and then my mum mopped the floor, and I was like, great, can't go back into my room until the very last second. I think this is oh dear, there's plastic bags full of tiny parts. It's gonna be interesting to set this up. No, it's not just Too Good that comes in the set. It's Just Too Good. They're very similar, but not quite. If that makes any sense. See, we're trying to set it up in order to avoid copyright. Okay, I need to look up Garbage Truck Getaway. Let's see, what do I need to look up? All right, Lego Garbage Truck Getaway instructions. Probably should have borrowed someone's iPad or something in order to do this properly, but I guess this will do. I also need to move it into a spot. I'm pretty sure I've got them though, or do I? I mean, if I do, they're in a very weird location that I can't quite remember. So I think we're all right in that regard. All right, I mean, build cam's just mostly my laptop. Is there anywhere that I can put this where it's not quite as invasive? Oh, this corner works. Kind of. Or should I just pull it? You know what? Let me just pull it up on here. It's in my search history now. Ah, this is a mess. Anyway, I need to research this. Lego Garbage Truck. It's not letting me go down. Getaway instructions. Perfect. Perfect. I've got this now. Yes. And now the laptop isn't invading as much of your space. This is great. This is great. Did I see the Eternals? I did. And I want to talk about it, right? Because I got out and I was like, oh, I want to make a video talking about the Eternals, but I saw it at nighttime. And it was also a couple of days before anyone else even had a chance to go and see it. So I was like, oh, probably won't do that. But I know that people are oh, spoilers and all that. To which I learned that the director was literally talking about the end credits scene spoiler in an interview. So is it technically a spoiler anymore? I'm not entirely sure. I wouldn't call it the worst movie of the century, but it's not the best. And that's what I want to talk about with the Eternals, right? I'm not going to talk about spoilers, don't worry. I want to make a video talking about all of my thoughts, because at this point it's I don't know who's going to be able to go and see it. I think it's just easier if I just do a video and then someone can come back to it if they want, rather than do a stream and then someone not know that we're talking about spoilers and get it ruined for them. So here we go. Don't worry, I'm not spoiling it. However, Ryan Reynolds fan, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Marvel movies are massive now. if you don't want spoilers, you have to see it the first week. Okay? Now, here's the thing. I know not everyone has the time. It's like, look at Shang-Chi, right? Like, Sydney couldn't see it for ages, okay? Look, Jessie, dirty Jessie. Anyway, so if you don't want spoilers, don't go and book to see it really late, okay? But don't worry, I'm not spoiling it. Yeah, I saw it on Wednesday night. There was like a early preview. I've got 2 sets of Buzz Lightyear legs. Interesting. They gave me 2 sets of Buzz Lightyear legs. Love that. I'm not going to spoil it, but if you don't want spoilers, don't wait a month to see it, okay? Not happening. If you get it spoiled for you and you've got it booked for like December, I'm sorry, but I don't have that much pity for you. It's like you've got to try and do what you can. I understand that it's not always possible, but you've got to try. Okay, you've got to try. I haven't even seen it yet, but I wanted to call it the worst movie. Should I go on my day off? Here's the thing, right? It's not a typical Marvel movie. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, but like, look at the audience score of like Rotten Tomatoes. Look, it's so much better. The critics were wrong. It's like, for me personally, I still didn't love the movie. Like, there were a lot of articles that are just going a bit ham. And I'm like, it's not that bad. Like, chill out. It's really not that bad. It's not horrible. Like, I feel like a lot of articles are making it out to be. I definitely wouldn't even say middle ground pen, because here are my thoughts. And like I said, we're not going to spoil anything. But for me, there was a lot of people standing around. Like, I'm going to try and, like, I don't know. You know what? I'm going to talk about stuff that was in the trailer, right? Watching the trailer, you'd be surprised at how and when those events occur in the movie. Like, majority of it is at the very beginning of the film. Also, they opened the film with, like, spoilers you have to read. And I was like, I don't want to read. I didn't come here to read. This isn't Star Wars. What am I doing? So it was really interesting, right? Like, you just sort of had to read. And I was like, I don't want to. You could say that about, no, but Oliver. So, like, you can't say that about every piece of content, because that all followed the sort of same structure. This one was very much like a historical, like, drama, like family drama and all that. And I was like, what? It was just, it didn't feel right to me. Like, everyone is just standing and talking for the most part. Like, you had the action sequences that are like, you see them a lot in the trailer, right? And like Angelina Jolie is like hitting things and just like attacking. So like, you do have the fight sequences, and it's classic like Marvel CGI fight scenes. But then there were like also moments, and this happens for majority of the movie, like instead of them going and doing things and like something happening and then as a result this next thing happens, it's mostly just like, okay, we're gonna go talk in this location, and now we're gonna go talk in this location, and now we're gonna go talk about doing things in a different location. And like, there wasn't a lot going on. And like because like the Eternals have been around for thousands of years, okay? This isn't a spoiler. Like, because they've been around for thousands of years, you sort of jump along in like a bunch of different times, which I didn't like. Like, I felt really confused for like half of it, because I was like, where are we? What are we doing? But I don't know, but one thing that I absolutely loved about it, and I cannot fault it for this, is that it feels very fresh. It feels very different. This is part of the MCU now. Yeah, the Eternals has always been a part of the MCU. But it's also like, there are so many things where it's like, it almost, like, I know that we've got like the multiverse and things like that, but it's almost like they're trying to suspend our belief a bit too much. Like, I'm just like, oh, yeah, I don't want to read. It's a lot. I haven't watched it, but is it very repetitive or just all over the place? It's all over the place. Like, that's what I felt about it. I was just like, and like, it just didn't feel like a lot was going on, like, the whole time. Like, I was just like, can something happen? And then everything happens at once, and you're like, okay, slow down. Like, I guess in one way to put it is it's a slow burn. So, yeah, it was fine, but I was bored during it. Like, it was so long, and it did not need to be that long. Like, I can think of so many things that I would just cut out, and I'm just like, nah, it's a lot. It's deliberate all over the place, literally, with a lot of standing. And I get that that was sort of the point, but it's like, even when we didn't go back in time, it still felt all over the place. And I was like, what? Like, what are we doing? Here's the trash thing. I should put the figures in here. It was insane. I've also heard the Eternals is very bloated. Really? Bloated? I haven't heard about that. It's just not great. Like, I don't know. It was fine. But, like, what annoyed me about it, though, is that we literally got to the end credit scene. And we had the first one. And then I was like, how did everyone avoid that spoiler? I don't know. And then we got to the second one, right? And, like, everyone, like, you could hear it in the audience. I was like, as the credits are rolling and things like that, like, people are like, oh, I think it's gonna be a Spider-Man end credit scene. Like, oh my gosh, it's gonna set up Spider-Man. Shut up. Shut up. I'm excited for Spider-Man, but no. No, it's not. Shush. So, like, that annoyed me. But I was just like, Spider-Man, look, Spider-Man's great, but did you see June? It's not out here currently. Otherwise, I would. I saw the trailer, though, for it. Like, it played beforehand, and I was like, I'm watching a trailer for it. I feel like I should know more about what's happening, but I don't. So, that's fun. But anyway, I missed you. Aw, thanks, London. Thank you. I didn't realize I was spoiled the mid-credit scene without realizing it was spoiled. Well, here's the thing, Pen. I literally saw a clip on TikTok of the press, like, junket where they're, like, doing interviews, and the director is talking about it. So I'm like, if the director's talking about it in the press leading up for the film, is it really a spoiler? Because, like, I saw an article saying, hey, this is happening, like, 3 days or something before the premiere happened, and then, like, that one guy sort of spoke about it and leaked it. Wiley Todd, thank you so much for the $5. Hey Holly, I'm a film major and I'm curious, what is your favorite non-Marvel and non-Disney movie? Love the Lego and movie content, by the way. I mean, my favorite guilty pleasure movie is the 2002 Scooby-Doo. There is no doubt about that. But outside of that, what have I seen recently? I really liked when I watched it, and I know that it's based off a book, and everyone's like, the book's better. I don't care. I'm not going to read it. I really liked Ready Player One. Like, that blew me away. I really heavily enjoyed it. I also loved, what was another one that I went to see? Oh, Knives Out. I mean, I feel like a lot of people always talk about that. But, like, that movie, again, I went in not knowing anything. Like, I just knew that Daniel Craig was in it. I didn't even know that Chris Evans was in it. And I really enjoyed that one. It was so good. So good. I missed attending streams. I mean, I just haven't done many. Oh, did Brian talk over me again? Whoops. Whoops. London, I am going to do a review on the Daily Bugle. It is coming in a matter of days. Today was going to be originally my top 20 Lego Harry Potter sets for 20 years. However, I did not get time to edit it. I had a call with someone from LAN last night, which went for a really long time. It was really, really good, really beneficial, very constructive. Really glad that I was able to do that. So that went really well, but I just didn't get time to finish editing it. So I was like, you know what? We'll stream today and I can finish editing it tomorrow. And then after that should be Daily Bugle Day. It's happening because I want to talk about it. So I'm going to. I was like, Mr. Bean wasn't in it. I was like, oh wait, Rowan Atkinson was. Never mind. I know, right, Lily? Check me out. Fashion icon. It was great. Yeah, Pen, I'm really glad too. It went, like, there was, like, so many different things that were, like, discussed and talked about, but I think it went really well, and, like, I'm glad that it happened. Oh, BFAB, it's been an absolute mess. Absolute mess. And, like, the one thing that, like, I think the reason that, like, this talk, I think, was so beneficial is that it's, like, it got all of the sort of information that I had been waiting to hear, like, like on the actual LAN itself, like on the forums, like we aren't told all that much, and I feel like they're a bit too vague. Like I understand we can't go into detail and things because like business side of Lego doesn't want to, and that's fine, but it's like I think it's a bit too vague that it feels like we don't know anything at all. So it's like hearing like, okay, like I guess just like, okay, here's sort of what's going on, can't go into detail, but this is happening, I guess. It was like, okay, this is good. Like, thank you. I appreciate knowing this. This is great. Wish I had heard this earlier. I feel like a lot of it just comes down to communication. So the fact that it was sort of like a call, you could hear like people's tones as well and attitudes, so much better, so much more clarification. It was amazing. Also, in a couple of weeks, all the new ambassadors are going to be announced, which is exciting. I'm excited to see them and get to know them and all of that, so that should be good. Do we get to hear more LAN drama? Well, I will talk about it briefly because I like keeping you guys updated and things like that, but basically it's been a hot mess because there's been a lot of things all happening at once. Wait a second, I need Technic pins. And there's not a Technic pin here. Is it in another bag? It could be in another bag. Hey, Sai! What's that? Bag 2. I mean, it might not be in here. But I guess that's something that we'll have to find out. I mean, these are all divided. I'm just gonna... You know, that's something I can fix later. As long as I still have somewhat access to these bricks. That'll work. Anyway. Here we go. Okay, so what's happening? Do you realize who Kit Harington was playing? Oh, yes. I don't know much about the character, but I know about him. I did see the second end credit scene, and I can't talk about it right now because it's a spoiler, but there's another character in it who has been confirmed. Spoilers if you're really that, like, I'm not gonna, like, say the name, but, like, if you're really super hypersensitive about spoilers, block your ears for, like, 5 seconds, and then I'll give you a thumbs up when it's okay to, like, unblock them. So, spoilers, that second character is actually a minifigure that's in the Bugle. Okay, you can open your ears now. Thank you. I hope that was enough time warning. I mean, that's not really a giant, oh my gosh, my day's gonna be ruined spoiler. But I hope that that was enough for you. Shazam is not a Marvel character, Leia. Keep up, keep up. So that's pretty cool, but I'll talk, I still want to do a video on the Eternals, because, like, I have so many pieces. I think they just didn't divide the bags properly, but that's okay. Yeah, I've got so many thoughts on the Eternals, like, we all know this, and it's like, for Disney shows, like, talking about them on live streams is perfect. Spider-Man, we're gonna do a live stream because that's what we've done, but I think I'll also do a video. But, like, for everything else, like, I feel like I should just do a video because then people can come back to it once they've seen it. So it's sort of easy. I know, right, Pen? Like, because I was just, like, super confused. I also don't know how they sort of connect, but I need to do a lot of sort of reading and research. Like, my favorite thing about, like, getting out of the end credit scene, I mean, of course, if I know sort of the backstory beforehand, it's great because I'm like, oh, I know you, like I did with the first end credit scene. But with the second one, I was like, okay, I don't know all that much, so, like, now I have to go and do all the research and things like that. I'm definitely not name dropping people in the LAN, but there was a couple of instances, and I'm not sure how this is going to affect us at the moment. I mean, that's a matter of time, like, we'll find out. But there's been a couple of instances where some people have been found to be leaking. One was not an ambassador, and that one was, like, more of, like, the community and, like, the other people involved's fault. So it's more of, like, an accident one, and then one was a purposeful one. So, as a result, Lego isn't a huge fan. Like, they're trying to be very weary of, we're called RLFM, so they're, like, kind of weary about us at the moment. And that was one of the things I talked about. I was like, well, how on earth are we going to sort of gain that trust back? Like, what can we do? Because, like, for a majority of people who aren't doing that stuff, it's like, okay, well, like, we all now, like, I guess, how's the best way to word this? We all sort of are at a bit of a disadvantage because of other people. So I'm not sure how it's going to particularly like implement like us. I don't know how much it's going to affect like how often we're allowed to be a part of like meetings or roundtables, or how like people, like how many offers or things like that get sent out for particular sets. So it's like, it's a matter of time, like we'll wait and see, and I will let you know sort of when we get a bit more insight into it, because that's just my major fear. I'm just like, I feel, and I said this to him, I was like, in a way, like I feel very hopeless. It's like, well, like what are we supposed to do? Like, it's really difficult. So yeah, it's been very, very messy and like just not good, but we'll see what happens over the next few weeks. Should be, I guess, interesting. Is it daytime for you? Yes, it is. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Why are you all hating each other? They're so mean. So mean. I think that's part of it, TJ, because I guess the longer you've been there... I mean, one thing that they did say to me, it was just like, just continue to keep, like, doing the right thing. Like, that's how you'll earn their trust back. And then over time, hopefully it starts to get a bit better, which is good. And I guess it also just comes down to, all right, like, how are you... I guess interacting and like talking about things. I don't know necessarily, but I know it's just like keep following the rules and you'll slowly sort of build that back. But it's like, even the person I was talking to was like, look, leaks are always going to happen. They're never not going to happen. So it was really nice actually, because I feel like there's and it's not the part that's like involved in the land, but I feel like there's a part of Lego that thinks that maybe that could be a thing. Then again, I have no clue. So it was actually really refreshing to hear someone who works there be like, yeah, it's never going to disappear completely. So I was like, okay, good. Like this, I'm glad to know. But I guess it's like, it's really weird because it's like you realize that like there is a portion of Lego, and it's not so much the designers, it's more of like the marketing team and everything. It's like they see these things happen and they get just as frustrated as we do, because it's like, okay, well now like all our time, effort is wasted. Like their time, effort and energy has also been wasted because it sort of ruins that impact. And then there's like the portion of like the confidentiality team, like all the lawyer side of things where we're like, yeah, we're not going to do anything. And I don't know what happens in that sort of side of things. And I will never know the exact reasons as to why. But I just hope that there's a sort of good reason behind it. But I don't know. And also, like, I learned that, like, there's a lot of, like, all the reveal stuff comes from marketing. So one thing that I made sure to say while I was on that call was basically, like, the Tumblr was handled great. The, like, Spider-Man Far From Home sets, I mean, not Far From Home, No Way Home sets, great. Luigi's Mansion, fantastic. This is great. Please keep it up. And, like, I even said that, like, oh, like, having these things revealed and then having like all the review and sort of heavy marketing stuff done like a week before works really well. Like I think it's great. So it was really good. I'm going to bed now. Bye. See you, Lego Apprentice. Have a great night. Have a great night. But yeah, it was a really great talk. I'm really glad that I was able to have it. I think it really, really helped. And that's my little LAN update for everyone wondering. Fun times. Fun times. I mean, not really. It's been sort of frustrating, but now it's a lot less frustrating because I guess I have the answers that I was sort of hoping to hear from. Great, there's another piece missing. I hope it's in this bag. I really hope it's this bag. There we go. Hold on. 3. I just dropped that everywhere. Everywhere. Oh no. Oh no. Whoops. Anyway, I really wish the bag wasn't as ripped like that. We'll see. We'll see. Exactly, Pen. Because, like, one thing that they did say was, like, there is a lot of marketing managers. We're learning a lot about Lego today, everyone. There is a lot of marketing managers, that work for Lego. So like there's a ton of them in the different divisions, which is something that I didn't know. Like I assumed that there would be like a couple, but like I didn't realize like how many there actually were. So it's like, and they were saying that they often like bring new ones on as well. So like one thing that we talked about was like Ninjago City Gardens. And they were basically saying, wait, what color is this brick supposed to be? Is it supposed to be black? Yes, okay. So it was saying like, yeah, those like 2 day before reveals don't work. We know that. But it's like there will be some marketing managers that come along. And they might be like, hey, let's try do a reveal like 2 days beforehand. And then everyone will be like, we tried that, it doesn't work. And then that marketing manager might be like, oh yeah, but like we'll do it differently. We'll do it better this time. And then it will probably like fall flat on its face. But because they're the marketing manager, if they can get like everyone else in the room to agree, then like it will probably happen again, which makes me wonder if that's how Ninjago City Gardens happened, because like of course Diagon Alley had the same thing very similarly beforehand, and like look how that turned out. But yeah, I found that kind of interesting. But yeah, it was very good to hear, because it's like I want to know more about like the business side to Lego at the same time. Like I don't know how many people would be really interesting in that. As Lawnmower Guy being out, I miss him. Not today. Hallelujah. He's probably going to do it tomorrow. I feel like it's more of a Sunday gardener than a nice Saturday morning garden. I have the Lotso figure and that octopus guy. I had to rebuy my stretch. I used to have Lotso's dump truck, but I sold it last year. And then I wanted to get like every Toy Story figure, which I have now. So I had to like go back and buy stretch. But even the stretch that I had, I only had like the headpiece of him, like that domey piece, which I don't now. I lost it. So that wasn't good. You're looking forward to a garbage truck stream. I mean, Cam, I know you have the set, but like out of all the streams and all the sets, I find that very interesting. Oh wait, the thing can like open up. Personally, I'm excited for the day that I finally do the Pizza Planet truck, but I'm also like waiting. I think I might, like, I know it's a while away, but I think that one would be a good one to do when like Lightyear's about to release. Because, like, that's a sealed set, so, like, I'm in no rush at all to go in and jump in and build that set. No rush at all. I have Lotso's dump truck. That was a good set, Lotso's dump truck. It really was. Toy Story's wave in general was just spectacular. They made a Pizza Planet truck set. Yes, they did, Oliver. And it's amazing. Ooh. So this for this set, so it's special place for me. Oh, yeah. Okay, I understand. I remember that. I completely get it now. I was just like, why would that matter so much? We get it. The stream would be better if you were in a dump truck building a dump truck. I mean, I was thinking about making fun of, like, trash or something and getting in, like, a trash bag. Be like, oh, taking out the trash. But then I realized, not going to work very well. I got a few Toy Story sets when they came out. So did I. I remember I got because like the first ones I got, these tires are around the wrong way. The first ones I got were the, whatchamacallit. Wait, have I actually done this wrong? Or have I done this right? Hold up. Okay, no, I just flipped it around the wrong way. I got because I remember I went to Toys R Us and bought the, whatchamacallit, Woody's Roundup and that Buzz Lightyear one with Zurg. I got them and RC. And then when the later sets came out, I really wanted to get the Pizza Planet truck, but my mom was like, oh no, it's too expensive. So I think that's why I got Lotso's dump truck, because I really wanted to have Lotso as a figure. Because, like, I had pretty much everyone else. I mean, besides, like, Rex and Ham and all that. Did I get my hair done? I did, Si. Thanks for noticing. I'm glad that I did, because, yikes, it was getting a bit ratty. I got a haircut as well, which makes my hair so much more healthy now. So much more healthy. Does the garbage truck come with any bin juice? Not that I'm aware of, but I think it can be accommodated. These tires are quite dirty. I should have washed them. Why does this have 2 manuals? Okay, I've just finished manual 1. There's the first half of it. This is actually a really cool garbage truck though. Like, this fits into a city really nicely. Not that I've got one, but, you know. SJ, did I miss you becoming a member, or am I like, I did. I'm so sorry. SJ, Thank you for becoming a member. I'm really sorry that I missed that. I only realized because Comet said it. I'm so sorry. By the way, I've spoken a bit about this on the gaming channel, which we're taking a break from. I'm sure anyone who watches that channel has realized I'm taking a break because I've just lost my passion for that channel and just for playing the games. Like, don't get me wrong, I really want to play like Smash again, but I feel like it's at the point now where it's almost become a bit too much of a chore for me, and I'm like, I don't want it to feel like that because then I don't think it's as enjoyable for both me and you guys watching it. So I would rather sort of take a break, like not push it, and really just sort of refresh and really get back into that passion before I sort of return. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. I should put all of my hated minifigures in the garbage truck. I like the sound of that, actually. You could see it. You seem so uninterested. I know, I would be often, be really tired, over, the last 2 weeks. I'd be really tired or exhausted, and I feel like, for the most part, I would do it just because I'm I haven't done it for a while. So I was like, you know what, there's no point in forcing it, because if you force it, people can tell. So I was like, no, I'm really glad that we still did that Club Penguin stream, but I feel like the more enjoyable part, was the chatting afterwards as well. So that was really good. But yeah, one thing I did want to do, and I'm thinking about doing this next year, is doing some members only live streams on this channel. And I think it would be a once in a, this is what I've currently come up with. And the reason I'm doing it next year is so that I can properly sort of plan it out and things like that. Is sort of launch it at once a month currently, and then the members would get to vote on the set that we build, and then just do it at a time. Now the hard part is it's never going to suit everyone time-wise, so I feel like I would have to do it alternating times, once a month. It would be well, 1 month it would be this time of day, the next month it would be at my night, so that Europe's easier to do it. So that way I would need to just alternate things to make it better and easier. And we would do a small set, and it would be just really chill and relaxing, and just a lot less chaotic than these ones can be. I mean, this one's relatively chill today, which is really nice. But yeah, that was my plan. I don't have the right slope pieces. Yippee. Do I need to go and consult my parts bin? Because I don't want to. Don't want to get up if I don't have to. Don't want to get up. But there you go. That was my plan that I had. But yeah, I'll talk a tiny bit more about the gaming channel as well, because I feel like I haven't properly said it. I've mentioned it a couple of times on the post, just be yeah, I'm really not feeling it, and I don't know what it is. I think I'm just I've spent over a year now playing games several times a week. And one thing that I've always loved about that channel is just it's really small. It's really just it's a really tight-knit community, and that has not changed. But the actual game part of it, it almost just, I feel I'm bored of playing the games. Fortnite season, I've not enjoyed. No doubt about that. So I've been doing all these other games instead. Dang it, I'm gonna need to get that. You know what, I'll swap that out later. I'm not getting these pieces now. I'll do this later. See you, Vacuum. Enjoy Eternals. To be fair, Fortnite's pretty crappy. Yeah, this season is just not it. Not it at all. So I mean, with Matt, we just do build calls via Discord, and that works well, and we get to chat with him. That sounds pretty cool. I mean, I get really intimidated and scared. My anxiety just flares up in those situations. So probably would not suit me personally, but I think, yeah, just having those smaller groups would be quite cool to do on this channel and do something more special. We're gonna spend more time chatting than actual gaming anyway. Exactly, and I feel it's really good. But yeah, just the gaming side of things, the actual games, I don't know, it's just, I felt very just unmotivated and just bored. I don't have any drive. During the day, I don't feel and I think this was the thing, it's earlier in the year, I would sit down and be I really want to play this game. And that just hasn't happened in a long time. Like, I haven't felt like, oh, I really just sit down, like, playing a game. So I think that has a lot to do with it. So it's just like, yeah, instead of pushing it, like, I'm not going to, like, let's just take a break, let's chill out, let's relax. Polka Dot Man, you changed your name, that's just ridiculous. I love it though. No, I'm not missing any Toy Story figures anymore, which is fantastic. That's the way I felt recently about playing video games. Okay, so I'm glad you agree, like, understand what I mean, Comet, because, like, I feel like if you're not in the mood to play a game, then, like, you're just not going to enjoy it. So it's like the whole reason that I would continue streaming is because I liked being able to sit there and sort of have, like, our community all sit and interact. But it's like, for you guys watching, it's like, if I'm not feeling into it, like, what's the point in watching me play a game? Because it's like, yeah, we can still talk and all that, but it's like, at that point, you're just, like, listening and not really, like, watching or anything. I don't know. But, yeah, and I think a lot of it as well, it's like, I don't know how to word it. But, yeah, that's sort of my thoughts. So I'm like, you know what, let's just take a break. Let's just take a rest, have a little break, have a rest, come back when it's time, when I feel refreshed. Have I made an error? Oh, dear. Something's wrong. Yes, I have. Fixed it. No, I haven't. Haven't done it yet. Hey, Abisha. There's just not many fun or enjoyable games anymore. I completely agree. Like, the Fortnite season's dead. Don't get me... the last... I feel like most fun I had on a stream was when we did Smash. Like, I think that... I had a lot of fun with that. But I'm just not, like... You know what? I really want to play Super Smash sort of thing. Minecraft Disneyland, like, that was really fun. I love doing that, but at the same time, I just don't have that, like, you know what, I really want to go and play that sort of thing. Like, multiplayer Minecraft, like, it was fun, but again, I don't really have that drive. Did I ever play Jedi Fallen Order? No. That is something that I do want to do at some point. But that's another thing. It's like, I feel like any story game that I sort of haven't played before, it's like, I think I enjoy it a lot more when it's just sort of like me on my own. Like replaying games, like when we replayed Spider-Man, like I really enjoyed that because I was like, okay, well, I already know what I'm doing. Like I've played through the game, I've had that experience, we're all good. Are there more parts missing from this? Come on, man, this said this was complete. Or am I looking at the wrong colors? That could also be an option. I am. Oh, that's why I thought I was missing pieces, because I was looking at the wrong color. I'm getting black and dark gray confused. That's what's going on here. Got it. Got it. It's an okay game. I expected more, I guess. I mean, I feel like I've heard good things about Jedi Fallen Order. Like, it's a good game, but it's just, like, not great. That's another thing is, like, I mean, I'm not going to do it now, because, like I said, like, I want to just take a break for a bit from the gaming channel. But I'd love to do, Battlefield again. Like, that was a lot of fun. I had a great time doing it, but at the same time, like, I think it was fun because I was playing with my friends. So it's like, I might see if Matt wants to hop on and do another one of those streams, because otherwise I feel like just on my own it wouldn't work. Am I missing a black tile? I mean, I know I've got tons of them, so like, it doesn't matter, but I'm not gonna go get it right now. Not gonna go get it. My favorite Toy Story 3 quote, Mr. Big. I mean, technically, this is my problem, is that I quoted Toy Story 1, not Toy Story 3 for it, but I was just sort of happing out. It's a Toy Story 1 quote. Get it right. Fake fans. Just kidding. I was a fake fan too. You just built the yellow Pizza Planet van set? I saw on Instagram someone post about it, and I was like, man, I want to build that. Hulk, Matt is the brick whiz. The good old brick whiz. We played with him with Battlefield once. It was the first time I'd done Ewok Village. And And he was a seasoned player, so like I did not know what I was doing and everyone was beating me. But that's fine. I was just happy to come third. So there we go. I was acting. I see. Yeah. Yep. Hopefully not as bad as last week. Kind of, but it's looking up. Like, I guess as a whole it's been better than last week, but still not great. Like, there has been some better moments. But then again, I've just felt like, I think the best way to put it is like, my mom kept being like, are you okay? Like, you look upset. And I was just like, no. I mean, I guess I sort of was at the same time, but I mean, I guess the best way to put it is that I just feel like I'm a human existing at the moment. Ooh. Like, I'm not happy, but I'm not sad. I'm just sort of doing my everyday sort of like chores and things I need to do, and that's about it. So, yeah. Do you mean Battlefront? Did I say Battlefront? Oh, I said Battlefield. No, sorry, I meant Star Wars Battlefront. Thank you for everyone correcting me on that. Thank you. Thank you. Void of emotions, I get you. Yeah, exactly. Like, one thing that's happened, like, hang on, am I missing? I mean, I've said this a lot of times. I'm missing a piece, and then I'm not missing a piece, but I genuinely think I am at this point, because I cannot see any green things. Oh, I found the tile that I said I was missing. Okay, I can't find any green plates that I need. So that's good. Not really. I mean, I've got enough. Oh, I can build that. I've got 2 green 1x3s. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. Thanks, Cam. You should take a vacation. I think so. I think so. It will happen. I think I just need to get through November. I think it's going to be February. February, I'm just going to rest. I mean, November, I'm already like trying to like take things slow because I'm like need to rest a bit. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just, I just feel like, I mean, this is a lie because I know that there is stuff that I have to look forward to, but it just feels like I'm going in circles almost. And like, I don't know like what's going on ever. Just feel lost, like really lost. But I don't know how to fix that. I don't know what to do. Oh wait, what was I saying? I'm not gonna get Mario Party Superstars. I'm like, my regular Mario Party, that's enough for me. We're good. Hey, just a banana. But what was I gonna say? Oh right, so I was saying, here's the thing, right? We're gonna talk about Taylor Swift for a bit. Now, Taylor Swift's Taylor's Version Red album comes out next week, and I'm ecstatic. That is my favorite album of hers. As a person, I don't know if I love Taylor Swift as a person. Like, I think she's cool and all, but like, I'm not like, oh my gosh, you're the greatest thing ever sort of thing. Like, I'm not a massive like fan of her, but her music is really good. Like, she's very creative by the way she like markets herself, and like the music she makes, like it's spectacular. She does a great job. Why is there just like a weird gap? I'm so concerned. Oh, I'm making so many building mistakes today. Anyway, but I've been listening because like I skipped out. I did not bother with the Reputation album or Lover or the other 2. But now I'm going back and listening to them, and I have just been listening to her albums on repeat for like the last day, and it is really, I don't want to say like it's helped because I feel like it's not, but at the same time it has in a weird way. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm very excited for the Red album to be re-released. Where is this piece? Oh, it's black again. Okay. Online, okay, look, I know I talked a lot about like instructions and how I just use like digital ones, like I am right now, when rebuilding like older sets. But like, some of these older ones are so dodgy in how the colors look. So dodgy. Oh, Ben, you changed your profile picture. When did that happen? Was that like just now? Just now? Emperor Star-Lord 27. Polka Dot Man, you have to keep being Polka Dot Man. Like, you're stuck now. I have the Polka Dot Man minifigure. That's your member figure. You gotta keep it. T-Swizzle is the best. T-Swizzle is a very, very talented songwriter. But, like, one of my favorite things, right, is, like, I don't know too much about it. Like, I know that there are people who have, like, stayed up all night watching, like, the American morning shows in order to get some sort of information. But it's, like, apparently, like, for the 10-minute version of All Too Well, she's got, like, this short film. And Max from Stranger Things is gonna be in it, and same with, like, Dylan O'Brien. And, like, they are supposed to be representing Taylor Swift and Jake Gyllenhaal, and all these people are like, oh my gosh, this is weird, because, like, that girl from Stranger Things is 19, and Dylan O'Brien is, like, almost 30, and then everyone's like, that's the point. Like, you're supposed to feel like that, because that's, like, what, that, like, the age Taylor was when she was in that relationship, and I was like, ooh, tea. But, like, I'm here for the Jake Gyllenhaal slander, personally. I think it's gonna be great. Classic Lego Batman 2006-2008 theme is probably my favorite Lego theme ever. I love that theme. I really want the Batcave, and the only reason that I've ever wanted that set is because of Forest Fire. Do you know how sad that is? Like, wow. Okay, me, classic Lego fan. The only reason I've ever cared for the Lego Batman. I mean, I loved the animated series from what I watched growing up. And, like, I loved the Lego Batman games. Like, I really loved Batman as a character and as a series. But it's, like, the only reason I ever looked at that Batcave and was like, I really want this, is because of Forest Fire. Will I get it one day? Probably not. It's too expensive. I don't think I would ever be able to justify that set. But it's amazing. And I love it. Boop. There we go. It's so expensive. But I also really like the Batmobile and Joker's ice cream truck set. That one's really cool. The only one I've got is Harley Quinn's hammer truck. That one I could justify because I've always wanted that one. That was my favorite thing ever. Like, literally the Lego Batman games introduced me to the character of Harley Quinn. So, like, ooh, check that out. Oh, not that you can see because I'm not in build cam view. Whoa, this is cool. This is cool. Just wanted to say Jake didn't show up to her birthday because she was being obsessive. Just saying, don't insult the chat. So I know that there is, like, two sides to each story, but, like, I think it's fun right now because, like, that whole thing about, like, Jake Gyllenhaal, like, not showering and things like that, and, like, people just have not, like, I've never been a massive Jake Gyllenhaal fan. Like, don't get me wrong, like, he was great as Mysterio, but that's, like, the first time I'd ever seen, like, him in a film or anything. But, like, I find it really interesting. But, like, also, you gotta think back, like, there was a huge age gap between them. Like, did not work very well. But anyway, it's, like, I love, like, on TikTok specifically, like, a lot of people are using, like, the sound from, what's his name? The person who was Timon in the live-action CGI Lion King. I can't remember his name, the comedian, where it's like, he'll go like, for $1, like, name a celebrity that you hate. And then there's like that one guy who's like, Jake Gyllenhaal. I think it's funny. Like, I'm here for it. I'm here for the Jake Gyllenhaal slander, even though I literally don't know much about any of them. Like, I think they should be funny. But one of the best things, though, that I've seen is actually the fact that, it was like, either Jake Gyllenhaal himself or his, like, press team or something had been, like, doing a lot of, like, posts recently in order to, like, make him look better, which I thought was really funny because I was like, everyone's gonna hate him in November. It's gonna happen. It's like with when she re-released Fearless earlier this year and everyone's like, yep, we hate Joe Jonas now. I was like, this is amazing. I'm here for it. I'm here. It's the best thing ever. I have not. The only Jake Gyllenhaal movie I've seen is Far From Home. That is very sad. Nope, not seen Brokeback Mountain. None of that. None of that. Really, SJ? That's amazing. I love listening to, like, all of these things. It's just, it's so good because it's like, you learn so much. Not that I need to know any of this stuff, but it's amazing. It's amazing. Am I watching Eternals? I've already seen it. I went on, there was like an early screening on Wednesday nights, so I went to one of them, and I went on my own because I'd like asked my mom and my family, I asked my sister, my dad. The only person who responded to me was my dad, and he said, oh, what's it about? And I was like, it's the latest Marvel movie. And he's like, nope, there's too much stuff you have to keep up with, not doing it. And I think because this one felt very separate, I think he would have been fine, but like, I don't think he would have enjoyed it anyway. And then my mum just like kept avoiding the question. And then I was like, come on. And she's like, oh no, too late at night for me, 6 p.m. I was like, all right, fine. I'll go on my own. So I went on my own. And it was weird, but it was like fun. I've been to the movies once on my own before, and that was for Ant-Man and the Wasp. But it was like a couple weeks after release, like I just sort of sat in the back. Whereas like I was in like prime seating location. I mean, I did pick it a bit to the left just because I didn't want to feel kind of awkward. But like there was also someone in my row who was like by themselves, and the cinema it like put a seat in between each person. So like I had a lot of space to myself, which was quite nice. But I don't know, just felt kind of awkward. There was this weird, did Amy come with you? Nope, she had dancing that night. But that was about it. Then again, I don't think she would have wanted to. I don't know. She like likes Marvel movies, but like she's not in like super into it. But another thing that I have is like I feel like whenever I go with people, I'm always like, it's like kind of like that meme where it's like I know more than you. Like that whatchamacallit meme. Oh, I've missed pieces. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hold on a second. Hold up. Here we go. There we go. Fixed it. But yeah, it was fun, I guess. I don't know. It would just be nice to have someone to go with. But that's okay. I would have asked my best friend, but I know that she was busy that night. But I might go again with her. But then again, I'm like, do I want to see the Eternals twice? Don't know. But like even then, and I think I've talked about this briefly before, that like I don't know if I've talked about this, but it's something that I've definitely thought about, where I'm just like, it would be really nice to have someone in my life that I could go and see movies with, and I wouldn't have to be the one that like constantly like explains what's gone on in the end credit scene, or like who that new character is and like what they do and things like that. Like for once, it would be really nice to have someone that I guess is the same like level of a fan as me, or like more. I don't know. I feel like that would be quite nice. Never had that. Would be good. Oh, Lily, that would have been great. Really would. They are, Matt. They're just the best things ever. Hold up. Wait. There we go. Matt, can I just... If anyone hasn't watched the Brick Whiz open the 16 packets of minifigures, and you want to sit through some pain about someone not knowing an awful lot about Marvel, boy, do I have the video for you. Just kidding. It was fun. It's like, I was watching it and I was like, this is what people would think about me when I talk about Star Wars and the Clone Wars. So I can't do the whole Marvel fan thing. Admittedly, like, here's the thing with Marvel these days. It's like, there is so much stuff that you have to keep up with. Like, I'm very aware of this, and I'm like, I feel horrible for anyone who is a new fan that has to sort of get into it, and I'm just like, my video was so horrible. Hey, I watched it and I was just like, oh yeah, like this is good. Like you could tell that Matt's trying. My favorite thing is like, oh yeah, this lady is from Loki, and it was Monica, and I was like, not really. Close, but not really. But no, it was good because I was like, you're really trying. You're trying, you're having fun, you're appreciating just the fact that these are good figures. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. It was great. Guys, we're gonna be nice. We're gonna be nice today. Dogs don't have they do have thumbs. They do have thumbs. Will you buy any of the old 2002 Lego Spider-Man sets? I've been tempted. I went, because after I watched, Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 again, I was looking at them and I was like, oh, like these are really cool, but they were all just a bit too much for me. I was like, nah, I don't think I can do that. Don't think I can do that. What is your dream set? I don't know anymore. I mean, for the most part, I've been very lucky enough to have gotten majority of my dream sets, so I don't know if there is one that I can really think of. Wait, does that go here? This doesn't look right. I think I've messed up. That's supposed to be sitting level to there. But there's a brick in the way. Did I not build this up high enough? What am I... Or does it go... No, I figured it out. I figured it out. I've made so many mistakes today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ooh. We are not the most toxic. We're just really... We like to joke with people that we like and we're friends with. Anyone we don't like, we act super nice to. Maybe we are toxic. Maybe we are. Is it me? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Oh dear. Oh dear. But why? Why BFAB? If you're not going to open them, why? If you're not going to sell them to me, why? That reminds me, BFAB. I was watching a TikTok. Of course I'm watching a TikTok. Earlier today, and it was someone talking about, it was something to do with Disneyland. They were talking about Disneyland, and in the background they had like a bunch of like pops, and then they had the Spider-Man brickheads as well as like the Deadpool duck on the top, and I just kept looking at them in the background. I was like, whoa, hello. Hello. If that's a good thing, got it. We're nice. I mean, if anyone is genuinely rude, they will be timed out. We don't accept actual slander, only joke slander. Just kidding. But also not. Not. I am not. Yeah, get me on Keemstar. Someone actually boost the sub count. Come on. Come on, fam. Come on. We can do that, right? Right? Definitely. I built them, I just bought them sealed. Oh, I see. ICC. No, wait, isn't the ICC the one who's like intimidating Gladys at the moment? Our premiere? Anyway, my tea's getting cold. I just realized I had one. Now, I want to talk about this because I tweeted about this the other day. And I feel like there would be someone that knows at Comet if you're still here. How on earth do people transport the lightsabers at Disneyland? Because I went and I looked this up and I was watching videos on this, and like I learned that there's like this weird carry case that you get, but I was like, of course you've got the hilt, right? And then you've got like the super long blade, but like what do people do? Like, do you carry that around? Because Disney don't have lockers, and the lockers that you do get aren't gonna fit a lightsaber in. So like what happens? Like, can you drop it off at like the front and then pick it up at the end of the day? Or do you have to like carry it around all the time? Like, what do you do if you want to go on a ride? Like, anyone know? Because like, I can just imagine like people getting like, I know that like Pro Lego channel that said that like people would get like hit in the head when you go. So like, what happens? I finally got Zombie Hunter Spider-Man. Lisa, you're doing better than that. He didn't get a Spider-Man. Get wrecked. No, Zombie Hunter Spider-Man's my favorite one. I love him. I love him. I love him. I love him. It's so good. Maybe leave the lightsaber as the last thing you do. That's what I would have thought, right? Like, surely if you want, and you know you want a lightsaber, you would do it at like, because think about it, right? Like, at least I know that I'm the type of person that wants to go from opening till close. So like realistically, if the park's closing at midnight, you book the last session. Then you get the lightsaber, you don't have to carry it around all day, but also it's dark, so you can turn it on and use it as a torch. Big brain. Big brain. Doesn't have a belt clip like the plastic ones everyone has as a child. I don't think so. Because like I know that there's like this like weird black like bag that you can like carry it around in. But I'm like, okay, well you take the hilt off, but then you've got to carry the blade, and I'm like I just don't understand how someone would get on Space Mountain and like have that with them. Why are there so many like tiny extra pieces? Like, did I miss something here? Probably. I've made a lot of mistakes in this build today. Okay, I can see one of them right here. There we go. There we go. My brother got his lightsaber as we left. Okay. That's what I'm thinking, like, you'd have to do. Like, I don't understand why anyone would get one of those sessions in the middle of the day. Like, that doesn't make sense. To me, at least. Okay, I think I've got it. This is cool. Check this up. Ready? Okay, so you've got to open that. I think you've got to open this up. And then you can... I love that. You can literally throw your trash minifigures away. And then they... I love this, I love this, I love this, I love this, I love this. That's sad, I know. Jessie doesn't deserve that. Jessie is my favorite character. Like, let's start, if we sing When Somebody Loves Me, as we put MJ in there. Now that's a good idea. Where's my MJ figure at? MJ. Here she is. We'll gladly put MJ in there. I mean, the scale of this is so off though, because like, you would need like, technically you would need like micro figures in here. Okay. I like this idea. I really want to do a short now where I just grab a lot of, like BFAB said, grab a lot of the figures I don't like or characters and we like throw them in the trash. Okay, we'll put MJ in there. Might as well put the extra parts as well so that it sort of looks like there is a bit of trash. Wrong MJ. No. No. Kirsten Dunst's MJ is the worst. Buy a nasty outfit. I mean, she's gonna scream if we do this though, right? But wait, do I need to like actually... It does it itself! I didn't even need to lift it up. Where's Just Too Good? I took him out a while ago. I'll show you guys my Disney frame in a second. Check this out. Ready? Like, it just does it all on its own. Okay, they didn't quite fall. Come on! Oh! Oh! Some of the extra pieces just fell out. Oh, I love this. We've thrown MJ off a bridge, and now we're throwing her in the garbage truck. I love this. There she is. Hi, MJ. Let's pour you out. I mean, technically Lotso should be in here because Lotso makes me so mad. It's like Umbridge, right? Like, he's a great villain because you hate him. But he's horrible, so you hate him. Wait a second. I've just dropped an extra piece in my lap. She's just like screaming. Can you put the Supergirl minifig in the garbage truck? No. BFAB, are you... If your membership is the tier where you can get a custom figure, can you please write your specifications so I could get you a Hogwarts student? Or just a student, or just a person in general? Like, I've got to get your satchel and everything. Check this out. I love her. I mean, I don't love her. She's annoying. I love it as, actually, no, you know what I do love? The fact that she's so short she can't see outside of the actual garbage thing. This would actually work quite nicely next to like the Daily Bugle. Oh, imagine that, right? And you get like a garbage truck man. Like you could, this is such a good like just basic city set. Like for a 2010 set as well. Like with full trash features. This is fantastic. I love this. I'm a Hufflepuff, sadly. SJ, I'm glad. We have too many Slytherins. We need to break it up. We need to break it up. It's getting a lot. Getting a lot. Please make your Hogwarts student be done. Find the ugliest thing in your collection and I'll take it as my sig fig. That's an actually interesting task. I wonder how that could work. I wonder how that could work. B5 doesn't get to go to Hogwarts. He'd bully me for 7 years straight. Well, he'd just get held back every year. Every single year. Throw the garbage truck to the Bugle. No, we're not throwing it. I really like this set. I don't think it was necessarily worth the price tag for it. I mean, a lot of that, the value came from Twitch. I will tell you right now, the value came solely from the Twitch figure, which I should go and get so I can show you. Because I still haven't hung this up. Where is it? It's in here. Where? Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm gonna drop paint on me. Okay, maybe I didn't quite drop paint on me. We're okay. Should have put socks on this morning. Look, it's my Disney frame. Ta-da! I should just undo it, shouldn't I? Here we go. Be fab, you are beautiful on the inside. True. True. Oopsies. Oopsies. I've just knocked something out. Okay, here are all of them. This is the first figure frame that I made, and it's my favorite one. Purely because it's the easiest to actually open. Remember you screamed at me? I did not. I just spoke a bit loudly. Everyone wants the official Justin figure, I guess. I wonder how much of it actually does come through that. Like, I imagine a lot of Twitch's value comes from Justin, but also he was an exclusive figure and it was a Target exclusive set or something like that. Like, this was a retail exclusive set. So, I don't know. I need to put this on the floor. Let's not step on that. Okay, here they are. Here are all of my figures. So, we've got, at the top, we have the Incredibles. So we've got Dash, Violet, and Jack Jack. I bought them, their entire set off eBay. We have Elastigirl, who I bought separately. Mr. Incredible, who I bought separately, but this is the set one, not the CMF one, and I gave him the tile. Frozone, Edna Mode, but I swapped out her headpiece. So it's actually got the original face underneath from the poly bag, but I gave her the cool hairpiece just so she looks better. Syndrome, the Underminer, the Screenslaver, and then CMF Edna. Then we have Stinky Pete. Loved him, the Prospector. He was from my original set. Then we've got the new figure versions of Jessie, Woody, the Buzz CMF, Zurg, who I wish I could have his blaster pointing forwards, but he gets like knocked by the thing. Zurg is my favorite. Zurg is the best. Where do I get these frames? I made it myself. This is literally a piece of cardboard that I bought from an office store, and then I measured out all of like the bricks, and at the time I did it to like the height of the figures I had in it, so like the difference between this row is different to the height between this row. So like Zurg would not fit down here, so like Toy Story had to be at the top. Highly recommend it. I did a tutorial about how I did my figure frames. If you haven't checked it out, it's very good. This one's my favorite one because I love Toy Story. Ta-da! I should make my own Lego City layout. I want to, but it's more of a street front that I've got going because I don't have space for an actual city. I wish I had Zurg. You don't have Zurg pen? Zurg is expensive now. It shocks me, but yeah, I bought that set years ago, and he's the coolest thing ever. Like, I love him. His cape's a bit bent, but that's okay. And also, do you like how I've like set it up? So like we've got like Woody's Roundup Gang, then Lightyear Gang. So sick DIY. I liked that video. It was a fun DIY store. By office store you mean Officeworks, right? I need to go to Officeworks today actually. Then I've got the CMF Alien, but I swapped out the head of him so that he's just got the regular black pupils because I wanted the figure to look properly accurate. I also think I swapped out the torso. Anyway, you had to like combine two different aliens in order to make it. Then we've got Chunk, who I had to rebuy. And then here's the most valuable one. We've got Twitch. And when I bought this set, all of the figures were sealed and brand new. So he's got like all of his antenna and everything. It's Gus 2 Jude. So that one will include Zurg, but it's not gonna match the Zurg. Act now. Act now. He's amazing. Check that out. Great. Beautiful. Fantastic. We have Duke Kaboom, and then we have Bo Peep. We have Forky, who I've put on this little platform because he's a bit short. Bunny and Ducky, and then Gabby. So I like bought all of those figures separately because I didn't want to buy too many of the Toy Story 4 sets. I got given that set with Duke Kaboom, and that's how I got Woody. And then I bought Bo Peep. I have the RV set as well. So I've got Rex and I've got Ham and all of them. They're all in a box, which I'll go get. And then underneath, I've got some of my Disney ones. Wait a second. Where's Dale? Oh, he's on the floor. I was panicking for a second. I was like, oh no. Where's Ducky's platform? Ducky doesn't deserve one. I mean, he's got 2 legs, so he gets to sit there, whereas Forky just sits on one stud. So Forky got a platform. He's a bit special. Gus 2 Jude. Who's that? So if you switch J and G around, just 2 Jude. There you go. Anyway, I have Build-A-Zerg. I want Build-A-Zerg. Shouldn't Bucky be in our stand as well? Shush. We're not favoritizing Ducky and Bunny. They were kind of annoying. So then underneath I've got Chip and Dale in their train conductor outfits. We have CMF Mini, CMF Mickey, Train Mini, which is Disney Park Mini. Fun fact. Train conductor Mickey. I tried to go like Mini Mickey so that it like alternated. And then we have the Steamboat ones. These are the ones from the Ideas set. I put them in the frame, and then I've got the CMF ones on the actual boat, just because I wanted to sort of protect the shiny silver ones a bit better. That was sort of my plan. And then underneath we have the ducks. So we've got Scrooge, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Not in that particular order. I did it so that the blue was in the middle so that you'd break it up as you go from Scrooge to Donald. Big brain. Donald, Daisy. Donald's a bit wonky. And then we have Chip and Dale at the very end. And that's how I've organized it. Which, I want to be able to do something with the remainder of my figures. Where are they? I think they're all in here. Found them. So, then I've got this bag. So I've got these 3 ones now. I've got a duplicate, actually, of the trash Lotso. So I've got 2 of him. We've got DuckTales. Woo! I know, right? I saw someone on Instagram doing like the Toontown houses from Disneyland recently, which looked really cool. So now we've got dirt-covered Buzz, dirt-covered Jessie, and then in this plastic bag, I have the remainder of the Toy Story figures that I couldn't fit. We've got another dirt Lotso. We have Stretch, the octopus. We've got Evil Dr. Porkchop in here. I spent too much on that. And then we've got dirt covered Ham in here too. I love the Ham figure. And then in the sealed Toy Story Pizza Planet truck, I've got regular Ham and like the old style Rex, but otherwise we're not here. If you change Ali's sig fig to Gollum. I mean, I have Gollum. I have a Gollum figure. Then in my pink lunchbox, I love showing off my minifigure collection. I don't know. Should I make a video on this? Oh, I've got Duke Kaboom's bike in here. We've got regular Buzz. We've got regular Jessie, who for some, like mine's got like a cracked head. Like if you look at that, it's sort of like been a bit damaged from when I played with her a lot as a kid, but love Jessie. We have Bullseye. Love him to pieces. Regular Lotso, regular Woody, dirt Woody, and then I've got like tons of aliens. Like I could make the claw machine. Like I've got duplicates of the CMF one, I've got the dirt ones, I've got just like regular ones here and there. Look, here, okay, this is more than I thought. This is a lot more than I thought. There are all of my aliens. Love that. I feel like I'd have to do like a minifigure collection for like my Disney and like Pixar ones like I did for my Harry Potter collection, which I want to update. Then we've also got Elastigirl with the long arms and Brick, who isn't even accurate. And then I've also got, what is it? That's not it. Oh, I've got the head for like the toy that was inside of Lotso's dump truck. I just need to buy the body, and I think I've got the helmet somewhere. Claw Mock. I've been thinking about that. I really have. Like, I looked at my pile of all of my, I looked at the pile of all of my figures. I should put all of these. I mean, that Lotso can go back in that bag. He doesn't deserve to be in here. There we go. Now they can all fit inside the container. Ta-da! Yeah, I thought about it because I put all of them in my hand, right? And I was just like, I could fill like the whole bottom of this thing up with like the aliens. And then I would like make the claw and then have like the glass around it. And it would be really cool if I could make the claw move somehow, but I think that's a bit above my skill level. I don't know. Maybe I'll need to message Tiago and be like, please help me. Help me learn how to build. I want to make the claw from Toy Story. But no, would you guys like to see like a whole collection of like, I mean, I know I just showed them all off here. I mean, this isn't all of them. I've got an entire container with the rest of my Disney figures. But would you want to see a collection video where I go through all of them? Because like, there's more. I don't know. I think that would be kind of fun. I love talking, like, I love minifigures. That's my favorite part of Lego. I mean, I love a good build too, but like, figures have always been my favorite things ever because I just find them adorable. Yes, 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 that would be cool. Yay! I'm glad that people like them as much as me. And what as long as you don't change my seafood. What if Ali, it's like a werewolf? So you've got like regular Ali and then like there's a full moon and all of a sudden you're Gollum. What about that? Huh? Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, okay, yay! I'm glad you all like that. I'll film that and do that this week then. Or at least I'll slot it into the schedule that I've got going. Make the claw machine. I really want to. It's on my list of things to do. It's on my list. Also, I really want to do, because here's the thing, right? It's not, I want to do another ideas project. Because like I love Monsters Inc., but like Monsters Inc. isn't having like a new piece of like content. Like we got Monsters at work, like it's been and gone. I would really like to do a sea anemone and do like in Finding Nemo and have like 2 clownfish, but I don't know how to do that. I've got like a vision, but I can't like work it out. And then I want to do another one, but I want to work out like what's I need to look at Disney's release schedule and work out like what's coming up in the future. Because if you didn't know, Snow White Ideas Project, right, got half approved. What's coming out? Who's Gal Gadot playing in what film? Did someone say the evil queen in the Snow White film? Can't be a coincidence. Beauty and the Beast Ideas Project. I thought about that, but Beauty and the Beast isn't allowed. So frustrating. I was gonna do it. Do a mock building series. I want to. I mean, I've got one currently going with my Daredevil one, which I want to do the update because I've finished the first floor and I've got like the design for the second floor done as well. So there's that. So we're all good. So I know I'm excited for that movie. Gal Gadot is one of my favorites. Gal Gadot should not be the evil queen though. She's too pretty. The evil queen is supposed to be uglier than Snow White. That's the whole point. I'm like, you can't have Gal Gadot be the evil queen and have her outshine Snow White. It's not happening. So we poke fun at her. I mean, BFAB, kind of tempted. So kind of tempted. But yeah, I really want to try and do the rocket at some point because I love Toy Story. Like I always, like, I love going and looking at those like dioramas that people make of like Andy's room. I think it's amazing. I think it's so cool. I love it. Like I really want to make one. I would just love to do a Toy Story one at some point. Cause like, here's the thing, like I do like the odd Hogwarts one here and there cause I love doing the interiors. I think the exteriors that Lego do are fantastic. I could not do any better than that. But the interiors, I love doing that. But like Marvel wise, I'm like, I could make an entire building. So that's why I'm doing a modular because I feel like it's a good starting point. And then like Toy Story and Disney, I would love to do like some more stuff, but I just need to get my building skill up. I mean, I could be brave and ask Tiago if he would do a collab with me where he teaches me how to become a better builder and then I do a rocket ship claw mock. Now that's an idea. Would he say yes? Maybe. But maybe not. Maybe not. So, BFAB, you're not doing your job. Thank you, Sai. Thank you. So that's my idea. You should. I might ask, because like, I talked about this before. If anyone, I mean, I'm sure you've all heard of Tiago at this point. If any of you have not watched a Tiago, I can't pronounce his last name, it starts with a C, video, what are you doing? Because he is amazing. And like, I literally even said this on my land call the other day. I was like, can we like keep giving Tiago the big sets, please? Just like every single like giant Lego set, just give him everything, because I love watching Tiago's videos so much. Sorry, all good, fam. Tiago is so entertaining. Like, I don't care about the world map. I never cared about the world map, okay? Not at all. Tiago puts out a video. Tiago will be in my stream soon. No, what? Oi, I'm staying up. I'm watching that live. I'm excited for that. Catarino. Thank you, Catarino. Tiago Catarino. He is amazing. It's because he is an ex-Lego designer. Exactly. He's got something that no one else here can offer, right? He's a designer. Firstly, his mock videos are amazing. I loved like the ones he did on Minecraft. I really want to get the pieces to do like the crafting table or the bee. They look really, really cool. But it's like, that's the thing. It's like he's got so much designer knowledge, but also it's just, I watched an entire video about the world map. He made this video so interesting and so engaging that I watched a video on the world map. And then, because I never watched his Daily Bugle video, I went back and watched that. Amazing. Santa's sleigh video, amazing. Every time their new set comes out, I get excited. T2, the camper van, I had like half built that set, watched his review on it, amazing. It was just, it's so interesting. So interesting. I genuinely, I don't know how he does it. Like, it's just, it's spectacular. Like, I'm watching, and then, what was the other one? The Titanic is another one. Sounds like you admire him a lot. I do. His videos are so engaging. His production quality is so high. Like, and I personally love that more, like, for D2C specifically. Like, I watched his, like, Hogsmeade video, but, like, I don't think the same style sort of worked. And, like, I'm watching them, and I love the sort of, like, more, it's a tech review for D2C sets. Like, that's something that I really want to do myself. So that's my plan. Like that's how I'm going to do my Daily Bugle video and do it like a tech review, because I think for those sets, it works perfectly. But it's like, his Titanic video came out and I was like, perfect. Because I was like, I'm not going to buy the set. I'm not going to buy it. I don't care for it. It's a live ad for Tiago. Literally, he's my favorite Lego reviewer at the moment. I love his content so much. And it's like, I'm watching the Titanic review and I saw the thumbnail and I was like, of course he's got this set. Perfect. Even the stadium, right? Even the Camp Nou stadium. I don't care about Spanish football teams. I only care about the British football teams. Watch that entire video. So when the Titanic came out, I saw it and I got so excited. I was like, perfect. Of course I want to sit and listen to a Lego designer talk about this set, let alone the backstory behind it of him actually pitching the set, which made the review so much better. No one can compete with that. No one. I feel like I need to go check his videos. You do. Like, here's the thing. I watch a lot of Lego content because I like it. I enjoy it. Like, I like seeing what people are up to. I don't watch everyone's videos all the time. Like, I don't watch every single video that appears in my subscription box. I do for Tiago for the most part. Like, every review at least, I watch his. It's like, I'm telling you right now, it is well worth it. And it's like, he's talking about the Titanic, and I'm just like, he's going into all these little details, talking about, like, how the set's built. Because, like, the appeal to the Titanic is in the build. Like, I'm not going to buy that. I don't have the space. I don't have the storage. I don't have the interest in the set. I don't have the money. But he's talking about it, and I was just like, ah. And then the Home Alone review came out too, and I was like, yes! Yes, I just get so excited every single time. Like, I literally, right, the Titanic embargo went up, and I get a message from Spoose being like, Home Alone's amazing! And I was like, I know, right? And I was like, I'm watching Tiago's review right now, and he's like, I saw that, I'm gonna watch it later. Like, here's the thing, if I'm not gonna get a set, or like, if it's a more expensive set, like the Hogwarts Castle, for example, where I was like, do I actually put the money towards this? I want to go and watch like 4 or 5 different reviewers, because I want a wide range of opinions. And I think as a consumer and as an audience member, I highly suggest you guys watch other reviews as well. Like, I shouldn't be promoting Tiago's channel, because like, duh, I want like you to watch me and my reviews. But no, watch tons of videos, get other people's opinions, and like Tiago makes such great content. He goes like so detailed. Like I watched his Hogwarts Icons review. I remember seeing it actually, and this is the only time I've spoken to him. It's like I remember seeing it and it went up like 2 days early, and it was like half an hour, and I quickly messaged him on the LAN. I was like, Tiago, the review's in like 2 days. And then instantly, like, he privates his video and he messaged me back being like, oh, thank you so much. Like, I completely slipped the embargo. Like, I really appreciate it. And he's like, oh, like, I just, like, unprivated it and it, like, killed the initial sort of, like, view thing. So if that ever happens to you and you slip up, like, delete the video and re-upload it. And I was like, oh, thank you. Like, he was really helpful. He's very friendly from the small interactions I've had. Very great. Very, just really great person. But, yeah, watch Tiago. I thought you only watched Tommy videos. No. Just watch Tiago. Fantastic creator. Fantastic. Honestly, if you don't even read some of the Lego blogs, read some of the Lego blogs every once in a while. Like, it's so good. Like, it's really good to hear other people's thoughts and opinions and just like what's going on. Best thing ever. Best thing ever. It's like, Tiago makes really cool little detailed stuff. He does. It's like, it's amazing. He's also on TikTok. Respect. Follow him on TikTok. He follows me on TikTok. Anyway, follow Tiago. Your thumbnail is tick late. You don't have the jean shorts on. Don't call me out like that. I don't. I mean, admittedly, that sig fig has blue jeans. That one's supposed to be my Disney one. I wanted to make like ears and everything, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. But I will at some point. I'm not gonna lie, I do like Tiago's reviews. They are fantastic. You can tell Tiago had to build modulars because he makes awesome furniture. He does. It's so good. And I love how he also does like those little videos like highlighting like those small builds of the sets. Like he did one on like just the taxi from the Daily Bugle, which I loved because like I really like that taxi build. I was thinking about making multiple. What blogs do you recommend? I mean, I'm a bit biased. Jay's Brick Blog. He's an Australian. Bin Chicken, you would love him. He's an Australian blogger. Really good friend of the community. Very nice guy. Love Jay. He's great. There's also another Australian one, which I can't remember the name of, but it's run by someone called Richard, who's also Australian. I want to start reading that one, and I know him and Jay have a podcast that I've like saved and want to start listening to. I always read the occasional like Brick Fanatics article and Brickset article, like whenever they cover like not necessarily like the news, but like they'll do like the designer interviews and things like that, or just like behind the scenes information. Like I love reading them, but like in terms of like opinions, I really love like Jay's Brick Blog for that. And there's also Blockwarts, which is like a Harry Potter like only blog, which again is run from Australia, and they did like a Spectraspecs build. Like it's really good. No offense, Lego community, but the review vids are a bit recycled. Oh, 100%. That's why I want to like switch up my review style a tiny bit. Because I'm like, I mean, essentially the structure's all the same thing. So like my current plan going into the future, and I'm starting to sort of like adjust and switch it up the more like I keep going. I mean, it will be a gradual change, but like I want my D2C videos to be like tech reviews. And then like for smaller sets and things like that, I want to try and sort of do something with that too, but I'm not sure what direction for that one, because I feel like a tech review style for like a $30 set doesn't quite work, but we'll work on that. So all about improving. Should make review vids in a stop motion when the minifig goes through the set like MTV Cribs. That's an original review. That would take a lot of time, but I really like that concept. You know what that would be great for though? Like the modular buildings. If I buy the modular building on day one, can I use that idea? Because I think that would be really cool. And it would just be like my sig fig, like going through, be like, hello. Or like, you know what that'd be really good for? Like Instagram communities who like do reviews. So that'd be cool. Reviews are just boring. I mean, reviews are supposed to be like informative, I guess. But I want to try and make mine at least feel a bit more entertaining. Because like, I'm definitely not going to ever become like just a review channel. But like, I'm always going to do reviews mixed in, I guess is the thing. For really small sets, do a short. Well, that's what I wanted to try and do with the the Bricktober pack. Because I was like, I could very easily like stretch this into like an 8-minute video. But like, what's the point? Like, it's just a minifigure. And I feel like, again, for like like just short bits of news, like that Iron Man one. I think I want to like do shorts for that. Like I think it would be quite good. But I don't know. I think it would be cool to see some prank videos. Not sure how that would go. I mean, I have a fun idea for April Fool's Day. Should be fun. It's crazy how much content you've been making lately. I know, I really want to take like a nice day off at some point. It'll be good. Reviews from the tanning bed. I mean, I want to do something like fun location. Like I've said this before, like I want to get my wetsuit back out and like do a build stream in the pool. Like on a hot day. I think that would be really cool. Most shorts get tons of views too. Where? You know what really annoys me? Like I make thumbnails, because I've done 2 recently. I did one for the Bricktober pack and one for the Iron Hulkbuster review thingy. I literally like made these thumbnails for them and they don't appear. It's so frustrating. Like I spent good time making these. They don't appear. So frustrating. So frustrating. I was sad seeing Holly to the full of the side of shorts. I mean, BFAB, put it this way. Would you rather me make a 1-minute video on the Hulkbuster news, or would you rather me stretch it to 5 to 8 minutes and just be full of rambling? Like, I'm not going to do tons of short videos, but like if it's a video that like could be done in like 2 minutes, I would rather try and do it in a short. I think that's how I would do it. Don't appear how, like if I go onto my own, like if I'm looking at my own account, like on my own profile, and I go to like the channel page, it doesn't come up with the thumbnails. I haven't tried it with, like, I should go into Holly Can't Game and look at it. You should actually repost your TikToks on YouTube. I mean, I should for like ones that are Lego related, but like the thing with like TikTok, it's like I like to do like a lot of more of like the pop culture side of things as well. Which is a lot of fun. Also, for some reason, my Spider-Man CGI one is blowing up again. I keep logging on and it's like, oh yeah, here's all these comments. I'm like, what's happening? What's happening? I do enjoy a good rambling. Take an 8-minute video. Are you sure about that? You sure about that? But also, like, keep in mind, like, photo season's coming, right? So, like, and January's happening, right, as well. So what I'm thinking, Reddit video, yeah, that's gonna happen this week. I've got to film it. So, like, it's news season, right? And I had an idea for, like, how I wanted to do my news videos, but it involves me going on to After Effects, and I haven't done that yet. So I need to do it. I wanted to do it like very much, no one steal my idea. I wanted to do it very much like I'm like a news reporter, like, and have like the breaking news like banner ticking at the bottom. Like, you know how I've got my gaming channel banner? Like I wanted to have that bit be like breaking news thing. Are you getting more negative comments? It's a mix this time. It's pretty good. And then have like, and do it very much like I did for like my ideas thing, where I get like I just pick up a random object and use it as a microphone. So I think that'd be really cool. Where did PotterMinifigPals go? She's still here. She's just in the past. This is the future. Noted stolen. Shush. I just feel like it'd be fun because it's like, hey, like, check this out, and like really lean into the news side of things, but also just to try and make it a bit more entertaining. Because like, I don't know. That was my sort of plan there. But yeah, photos are coming out soon. So currently the ones that I want to talk about will, of course, be Harry Potter, Marvel, duh. We'll probably do Star Wars as well, because like, we like Star Wars. We just don't buy it that often. And then modular building, yes, I'm really interested to see what that one's like. And I think that would be it. Just those 4 for the most part. Now you have to use the blow dry. That's true. I could use the Dyson hairdryer all the time. Because like, I quite like that little like ideas reveal thing. Like I thought that was pretty fun. And like, I know that I was one of the first people, and that's probably why that video did really well. But like, I liked having it like be a microphone and be very much like a live presentation, like a live reaction thing. It was pretty fun. It was some Star Wars. I know, right? Look, I love Star Wars, but like, I'm not gonna buy a Star Wars set when Marvel's doing better sets, I guess is the thing. Also, very interesting. Apparently Marvel Superheroes is like a hit or miss seller. I mean, I don't know how much of this I can talk about because I had another Lego meeting, which we had to sign NDAs for, so I don't know how much I can actually like properly say, but it did happen, and it was with all the Australians, which was pretty cool. And we got to like talk to the person who like runs, this was my first ever one. I was the first girl and it was like my first one. Everyone else had been there before. And like we got to talk to like the person who opens up all the Lego stores in Australia, which was really cool. So it sounds like there's going to be an event because there's another Lego store opening in New South Wales, and it's relatively close to my PO box. So I'm really hoping that I can be there opening day. Like really, really hoping, because that should be really fun. And I was like, hey, I'm here. I'd like to do something fun. Marvel is in a golden year, I think. Age? Oh, I like tried to guess. I think so too. Marvel is killing it. It's so good. How many Australians are in the land? There's 8 of us, and then there's Dan from New Zealand, who's the only New Zealand land member. So he sort of gets lumped in with us. We did a Kahoot. I can tell you guys we did a Kahoot. I was coming first for a really long time, and then there was a question being like, which of these characters has not had a minifigure? And I was like, is it Steven Spielberg or is it Leonardo DiCaprio? Because I was like, Leonardo DiCaprio hasn't had one. Or maybe he has, but I was like, oh, they don't do one for like real life people, so surely it's Steven Spielberg, and then I got it wrong, and then I ended up coming like 5th. But I was doing well. So like all my Kahoot training with you guys, it helped. I had the speed. So it's good, it's good. I need a Lego store to open in my backyard. Imagine. Only 8 Australians sad. I know, right? I mean, like, the Australian market, it's growing, but like there's not, why is this so light? There's not like that many, I guess, as a whole. No, now I've made it too dark. The Marvel Lego sets have recently been amazing. Even the DC sets, the ones that exist, they're amazing. The short guy from season 1 Lego Masters, isn't it right? Short guy. I think if you're talking about Kale, yes, but I thought he was season 2. Like, he's really good with, like, mock building and stuff. Like, he's the one who came up with, like, the alligator Loki crown. He's in it. And then there's Jay. Jay and Richard. There are some other people who I'd never heard of before. And then Dan. And then there was my brickmate, Michael, who also runs a blog, which is very much like, here are the Lego deals in Australia. So, you know what? I'll make a post about all the Australians. I'll shout them all out. I should do that at some point. Should do that. If Leo had his own minifigure, I would have 20. Ali, you know what you need to do? You need to buy the Titanic and then build a door. No Irish in land? Really? Sai, by any chance, did you apply? Just asking. Because I know that people are getting their messages back in like the next week or so. I think it's by like the 15th or 12th, because I know I was telling Shy or something that like that's when people find out. It's not a door, it's a wall panel. Okay, then make your own wall panel. I seriously can't stand Cal. One thing that I didn't know is that he's on the spectrum. So it's like we all had to do like introductions and stuff and talk about ourselves. So like he talked about like Lego Masters and all that, because the only thing I'd seen from him, because I didn't watch that season, was from this show called Gogglebox, which is basically like a bunch of just average Australian families watching TV and then commenting on it. So all I saw was the clips when they covered like an episode he was in, and I was like, oh, this guy's like kind of rude. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that he was on the spectrum. But I also haven't seen much of the episodes. I don't know too much about him at all. How many members in total? No clue. It did. I see them awaiting review by staff. Interesting. Anyway, land is predominantly Americans, right? I don't know. Like, I think there's a lot of people from all around the world, but I think as a whole, like, majority would be American, because the US market is the biggest, because there's a lot of Americans. Because it's like, if you look at like my analytics, like majority of people come from America. I have seen Eternals. It was okay. See, I've never talked to Kale outside of that meeting. Like, I haven't had very many interactions with him, so like, probably just can't say things. You know, I'm a design nerd. I'm sometimes too passionate about it. It's my job. I do. I love a good like Lego design set. So it's good. It's good. I'm still a rating review too. Yeah, they said, because I know that like they're doing the offboarding, because like it goes like tier review, offboarding, and then new members. So like offboarding I'm pretty sure is this week, and then like everyone who's new gets told, and then like slowly introduced as once you've had like your meeting, which I only learnt yesterday that they used to just like change the setting on like your account and just be like, okay, yeah, you're approved. Like they never used to actually tell people, which I thought was really interesting. At the end of the day, it's subjective. That's why some fans can be a bit much. Not everyone likes everything that Lego makes. That's one thing that I loved, right? It's like I got like my Imperial probe droid, okay? And like for the most part, like whenever I'm reviewing a set, like I always think like with everything, same with like movies or anything, there is always good parts and there are always bad parts with everything. So it's like for the most part, I find most Lego sets, at least for me, have more good parts than bad parts. But then I got the Imperial probe droid and I was like, no, there are much more worse parts. And people were like, it's a display set. It's not, the joints aren't supposed to move. You're not supposed to play with it. And I was like, you know, I'm just trying to tell you this so that you don't build it and like get disappointed that things can't be posed correctly. Like I'm looking, like this is a display piece for me. I want to pose it. If I can't pose it, then it's failed its job. And I was like, especially Star Wars, like I feel like you get the worst of the worst because like people expect everything to be perfect. It's interesting. It's just an opinion. Exactly. Nothing's ever perfect. Exactly. Like even the Daily Bugle, right? I love this set. I have this, I don't script my videos ever, but for the Daily Bugle, I've like written like a sort of guidelines. Hey Shy, actually we were just talking about like land reviews and stuff that should be happening not this week, but next week. So best of luck. Even with the Bugle, right? This set I think is a masterpiece. Even with that, and even when I make my review on it and video on it, it's not perfect. Like, I'm gonna tell you what I didn't like about it. Like, I definitely think it is one of the best sets, if not my favorite Lego set of all time, but there are still things wrong with it. Same with the Disney Castle, same with Diagon Alley, same with Winnie the Pooh. Like, there are flaws in all of these things, but like, they're very minimal to me. Good luck to everyone wanting to join LAN. Yes, good luck everyone. I'm excited. Like, I love when like everyone new gets like onboarded because I love seeing people that I know. I'm like, oh, I know you. And then I get really keen. I'm like, yeah. But also, it's like my favorite part is like just getting to know everyone. Like I have met like so many different people from it. So it's like, I really hope that like other people, can like get that experience too. I think it'd be really cool. I don't know how I could survive without scripting. I mean, for some people it makes more sense than others. Like BFAB, yours makes total sense. Like for me, probably not. I mean, like for things like when I did my beauty video, like I had dot points and I had things like same with when I do my Legos a Designer brand video. Like I've got like dot points and sort of like information and all of that. That's another thing actually, that RLFM meeting that I went to with the Australians, I learned a lot from that video, which is going to be really helpful. So it's good. It's fun. It's very fun. I bought the Daily Bugle last week. Yay! Not Diagonal Alley. Wait, Diagonal Alley's great. The only set that is perfect is the NASA Apollo Saturn V rocket. No. Still flaws. There are flaws in everything. It's just whether they take up more. It's just whether they outweigh the advantages. I think that's the big thing. It's like with anything, like with a movie. Let's take The Amazing Spider-Man 2. There were great elements in that film, but there were also a lot of bad elements. And for most people, it outweighs the good. With Eternals, same deal. Star Wars, same deal. I find myself just saying the same thing over and over again if I don't script. Sometimes I find that happens to me and then I have to like cut it out when I'm editing and I'm like, did I see the No Way Home poster? I did. Apparently it's in Australia. And I was like, I should go like bus hunting and just like go and look at different buses and see if I can find it. That'd be pretty fun. But no, I saw it. I think it was pretty good. It just makes me wonder, like, why couldn't they release that when the trailer came out? Like, it did not show anything new. So I was like, hello? Have you ever got sick of a set that you destroyed it and rebuilt a better one? I wouldn't say sick of it, but I think it comes down to, like, when I'm trying to, like, organize my storage. Like, if I'm doing my shelf, like, I'll look at a set and I'm like, you know what? There's a better one that I'd rather have on display, so I'll, like, take it down. Like, when I, like, took down all of my Hogwarts play sets, like, I love all of those sets. But when I've got the microscale Hogwarts castle in the same room, it makes it really hard to justify having them all up there. So I was like, oh, no, I'll just put them away and I'll just store them. It was all good. It also made me wonder about the garbage truck, right? Because I'm like, well, obviously, like, this is not the most attractive set to put on display, but it would work really well in a city. So personally, I think, like, as cool as the set is, I'm probably going to keep it built and then put it in a container. Because, like, unless I can get, like, some road plates and stick this in front of, like, my modulars and things like that, I don't think it's going to quite, like, fit in really well. Oh dear, I just knocked it off. But it's really cool. I'm, like, severely impressed with this set. I love it. If people put original spins on reviews, it's cool. There's just so many of the same thing. It's really good to hear this feedback because, like, that's something that I've wanted to do personally. Because, like, I watch Tiago's, and I think the reason that I love it so much is because it is so different to everyone else. But, like, what he's doing is something that no one else is going to be able to do, and that's be a designer. Or be an ex-designer. So, like, I guess I just sort of need to try and find my thing. That's the same with news. It's like, I want to switch it up, because, like, I'm so sick of just the, hey, here's what's happening, here's the photos, this looks cool, ta-da. Isn't the truck too wide for the road plates? Possibly. Possibly. Because, like, I like making reviews, but I also want it to be, like, different. Like, one of the things I always think back to is, like, when I did my 501st review, and I was like, you know what, let's tap dance. Now, that was fun. Or, like, when I did the Hogwarts icons and things like that, and I had, like, there was those bits of, like, me, like, eating the chocolate frog, or, like, casting a spell with the wand, like, little things like that. Australia's house prices are way too expensive. Yeah. Like, if I could, I would move out and get myself, like, a 2-bedroom place or something, and then, like, have one be, like, my office / like, Lego room, and then, like, my bedroom, and then I would have, like, a wall full of, like, shelves, and then I would have, like, other shelves in the living room full of sets. It would be fun. If you did the news as a news reporter, I think it would be funny, and I watch everyone. See, that's what I want to do, is, like, I want to do something, like, fun and interesting. These days, I just look at Insta for news. Exactly. Like, that's where I find out half the stuff. And, like, that's the thing. It's, like, I feel like the only reason, like, if you don't watch if you don't go on Instagram, then you'd get your news from YouTube. But otherwise, for the most part, you're coming for the person's opinions. So it's like, I think that's why, like, Ideas was a lot of fun, because it was like, it was also a first reaction type of thing. So it's like, I guess if I can incorporate more of that and lean more into, like, my personality and my thoughts rather than here's the information, I think that would be really helpful. Garbage trucks are pretty wide in comparison to regular cars anyway, so if you were in a city, that would be fine. That's what I thought too. Because, like, they take up, like, they drive very close to, like, the line. Like, this is, how many studs wide is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, maybe 12 or 14 by the time you add the Technic on the sides. It's gonna be pretty easy. I mean, it's a lot wider than the Lego City Sports Car. I'm sick of low quality Lego news videos. That's why I take days to make news videos and now make sure it's higher quality. That's another thing. It's like a lot of the time, like especially now, news will come out for me at like midnight or 1 a.m. So I'm like, I don't want to like rush it and try and like make it look like it's a high quality news video when it's not. Like if it's going to be a low quality news video, I'm leaning into the low quality news videos. That's why we do news from my bed. And that's going to continue. Like, yeah, I'm gonna just prop my phone up on my laptop and I'm gonna talk. Like, I'm gonna let you know that this is a low quality late at night video. We're not gonna try and pretend that this is a high quality video. Like, this is literally just, here, let's share my excitement. Like, I'm not gonna fake it and not be like, oh, let's try and like make it look great. Australians have it rough with Lego. I know, right? Sucks. Like, that reminds me, I thought the Avengers Tower was sold out and not coming back. It got back in stock, and I was like, hello. News from your bed isn't the worst. Exactly. Because, like, here's the thing. It's like, it's late at night. I'm not going to I'm not going to pretend like I'm going to try and do a high-quality news video that we all know is going to be rushly edited because I want to try and get it out fast. So, no, I'm going to sit on my bed, and I'm going to try and do it as much in one take as I can, and I'm going to make it, and that you can see the effort that I've put in. We're gonna go. Don't go overboard with the news, just have fun with it. Exactly. It's like, I only want to talk about stuff that, like, I personally care about and that I find that you guys care about, which is Harry Potter, Marvel, DC, Star Wars. And then, like, I like talking about, like, I like the modular set, so I'm gonna talk about the modular set. I like Winter Village. I'll talk about that too. But, like, that's it. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. I was at Chadstone the other day doing Christmas shopping and I went into the Lego store there. What's that one like? Because I'm pretty sure that that's a Lego brand retail store, like Dreamworld is. Or maybe they're not. Maybe I'm imagining things. Like, isn't that one a Discovery Center or something? Really cool. Really funny if you were just like in pajamas or disheveled and threw on a blazer and grabbed your mic and acted like a real news. I should get like a news shirt. Maybe I should get like a shirt and just write like news or something on it. Like, make it, like, real fun. Because, like, half the time I am in my pajamas. Like, my pajamas, for the most part, are just, like, a random shirt. So it's like, if I got, like, a news shirt, Always get the microphone. I feel like the microphone's going to be like the set detail now. Is the Discovery Center? I thought so. Correction, it's tiny. Really? Dang. I really want to go to the Perth one. The Perth one looks sick. Looks really, really cool. But like, have I got any interest in going to Perth? Not really. Am I allowed in? No. I can go to New York, but I can't go to Perth. So, alrighty. Good night, Polka Dot Man. I'm not gonna not call you that. See ya. Lego Cockers, they look cool. Just put reporter on it. That's a good idea. Or I could even make myself like a name tag that I like attach to like whatever shirt I'm wearing. I think that'd be pretty fun. Pretty fun. Yeah, and then I'll just like make myself like a draft like timeline, and I'll just have like that new breaking news ticking banner like appearing at all points or something. That'd be pretty fun. Yeah, I like this idea. I like this idea. Go to the one in Dreamworld. I want to. Have I got plans to go to Queensland anytime soon? Nope. Maybe I'll do a last minute trip or something. That'd be pretty fun. That'd be pretty fun. I'll probably change it back. Good. Good. They have Lego corners. I saw like the models and everything like that in the mosaics. They look really cool because it's the newer like store style that exists in New York, which is just like amazing. Are you gonna be like MJ and say I'm a reporter? Maybe. Maybe. I've been to Chadstone once. It was really nice when I went there. But like what I found the weirdest thing, right, is like firstly it's in a circle, but I found that like Gucci and things like that were too close to like everyday stores. Like it was weird. Like I was like, but Gucci's here, and then like on the level below it is like EB Games. I was like, this doesn't feel right. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. But if your pals come back, no, it's too lengthy. Wear sunglasses just like Ryan. I'll wear like sunglasses. I'll get like a weird wig or something and then like have my microphone. Ta-da! It's massive though. It is. It's so big. It's so cool. Chadstone was a lot of fun. But like the food court confused me. Like really badly. I think when I went, I got like grilled chicken snack wraps from Macca's, and then I got like a boost juice or something, and I was like, that's fun. What's your ideal vacation? Beach or mountains? Mountains. I'm not a beach person. Like, I don't want to sit down and relax when I'm on vacation. I want to cause myself pain. Like, I want to sleep in, but I want to go and do a lot of things. So it's like a really weird mixed reaction. Ryan wears sunglasses because of his eye floaters. Yeah, I know that. Or at least I do. I don't know if lots of people do. I think a lot of people do. Whereas Chadstone, Victoria. I think it's just outside of Melbourne. I think. I know I had to like catch an Uber there or something because I went with my friends and we didn't have a car. So I was like, yeah, I would much rather go skiing than go and lie at a beach. Because I'm like, I mean, my house has a pool. Like, if I wanted to go and lie by the water, I could do that on a weekend. Not everyone has that, but like, I have eye floaters and an eye scar, not fun. Ouch, how did you get an eye scar? I know that like people can like scratch their eyeball sometimes, and that sounds like a nightmare. Just no. I'll give a homeless man money. Be fab, you should do that anyway. Just gotta make sure that they are really homeless. So anyway, it's almost been 2 hours since we started streaming, and I've done a lot of rambling. I mean, as usual, what do we expect from me anymore? Is Chadstone like the Australian Mall of America? Yeah, pretty much. In fact, like, my favorite thing about Chadstone, right? This is like, it's so sad. It's not even just the fact that they've got like so many great stores. It's the fact that they've got Bath and Body Works, which there aren't many here. Like there's a couple, but like there's not many. They've got Bath and Body Works, plus the only proper Victoria's Secret store. Like it's got pink next to it. That's the only place it exists. Everywhere else here just sells the stupid fragrances. So then like I remember when they opened and like they're just like a half store. Everyone, when you would go and like get changed for PE in high school, would have the same stupid Victoria's Secret body spray. It was the worst. I'm like, no. I want the pink leggings. Thank you. Thank you. So Chadstone's fun. Fun, but like, why do you have to be in Victoria? Why can't we have one in Sydney? Why can't we have a good mall like that in Sydney? Thank you. Any point, that'd be great. I know, Ali, it's painful. Like, where am I supposed to get, like, my random, like, hoodies? Where am I supposed to go from, like, on Black Friday? Where am I supposed to get essentials? Like, what do I do? Panic. Panic, panic. But Lily, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the same. Like, it's like half. It's like, it's half. It's weird. It's really weird. And then there's a Lego store there, but no, the fact that Bath and Body Works is also there. Love that. Like, our Bath and Body Works are so hard to get through to here. So hard. And I really want to go to one because they've got their Christmas scents in. And I want to get some hand soap. Do you like Beetlejuice? Never seen it. I really want to see the musical. But I've never seen the movie, and I should do because it's on Netflix. Should soon. Top right and Macquarie Centre are so both massive. Actually, I wanted to go to Macquarie because I want to go to Sephora. Macquarie's fun, but like I've been there a couple of times and it's really confusing. Like Bondi as well is very confusing, and then like Pitt Street's awful. It's just chaotic, and then like the QVB is horrible too. I'm just like, no. Hate it. And then Parramatta, also awful. DFO, like they're all awful. Like they're really hard to get around. All of the Australian shopping centres are hard to get around except Chadstone because it's a circle. So frustrating. Oh, David, I know, but they're not, it's not the musical, it's slime tutorials. Nailed it. It's got Maya, H&M, Zara, Lego, Gucci, Apple Store, and all the places you can get broke out. I know there's got like a Champion store or something, because I went in, looked at the Champion hoodies, and I was like, nah, not gonna get it. Then walked a bit further to like Universal store, and then went in and bought a Champion hoodie. It was the worst. Actually the worst. Do you like Six the Musical? I have seen Six. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. But it wasn't like a typical musical, which was, I guess, is what I was expecting. But it just didn't happen. Broadway is easy to get around. That's true, because it's just a straight line. But I also get confused whenever I go there, because I'm just like, I noticed that there's like all those like parts that like peel off to the side, and I'm like, what's happening? Really confused. I also haven't been to, what's that? There's like that outlet store, Birkenhead Point. I haven't been there in a very, very long time, but I remember that being really confusing. That one was bad. Chester needs a full day plus to explore it. That's what I did. It's like when I went to my friends with Melbourne, we were like, all right, a whole day is just dedicated to Chadstone. Like, that's it. Caught an Uber, spent the entire day there. It was great. Fun time. But it's like, I also find that like most American shopping centres are pretty easy to get around because for the most part, they're all in a circle. What's Sydney's biggest shopping centre? I'm not sure. My gut wants to say Bondi. Westfield, but I'm not sure. It could be Macquarie. I think it's either Macquarie or Bondi, but Bondi I think wins because you've got, like, because of the fact that it's got like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, like Louboutin, YSL. So if it's got all of those like designer brand stores plus like the regular stores, like it would have to be bigger than most of them. Plus it's got a cinema. I mean, Macquarie's got an ice rink, so like maybe. But I guess in terms of shops, I think that it would win. There was a Lego store at Birkenhead Point in the 80s. Really? I had no idea. Queen Street in Brisbane is pretty big. There's also that weird one in Brisbane where it's like outdoors. I've seen a couple of photos of that. I don't know what it's like. I want to visit Sydney. Sounds awesome. It is. And it will be open to tourists as of 2022. Good luck. Justin has a Hoyts. I feel like most shopping centres have a Hoyts. Or not a Hoyts, but like a some sort of cinema. I love the cinema. I've missed going. I want to go again. Venom finally comes out sometime this month. Actually, I'm going to the cinema next weekend. Lol, that's a lie. I'm going on the weekend to go see James Bond. Woo! Should be fun. Yellow leaf pieces. Oh, I've got some of them. They are so good. But I think I bought too many. I'm like, I just saw it and I was like, I want to make a birch tree. And then I was like, I didn't make a birch tree. So now I've just got tons of leaves hanging around. I'm like, whoopsies. Whoopsies. The New York City metro area has 9 Lego stores around, but the traffic is crazy to get to them. That'd be funny to try and get to all 9 of them in one day. I really want to go to that like revamped one that was the Rockefeller Center, but it's no longer the Rockefeller Center. I want to get there. I'm also really excited to finally get to the Disney ones again because they're really cool. Also, I learned bricks and minifigs exist in Anaheim. Heck yeah, I'm going to take a detour. Just to like, skirt, let's go visit. Be like, hey dad, can you drive me to the bricks and minifig store? Thanks. Thank you. Always wanted to go. Outdoors Lego store. That would be fun. I mean, doesn't like the Edmonton Mall technically count? I mean, the like roof's not there. So I was like, yes it does. I was like looking online. I was like, oh, sick. Because like, I really want to go to one. Like it just looks really cool. And I was like, I don't know how, like where any like would be that is relatively close to anywhere that I'll be going. Turns out Anaheim is. And I was like, yes, this is great. I had 7 of them to get to Nintendo Day. Connecticut, Long Island, New Jersey. Dang. I really want to get one of the passports like Sans has because like I want to go and like get them stamped at like every store that I get to visit. Should be fun. How long is your flight from Anaheim from Australia? Well, we have to land at LAX and it's around 14 hours, which honestly is like average length, I guess, for me now. I'm so used to like, I mean, I've done 24-hour flights so many times that I'm like, yeah, 14 hours, that's easy. 8 hours to Hawaii, that's nothing. We're fine. Even though it's a very long time. And then I like, whenever I get to the US then, and then like do all like the domestic flights, I'm like, 6 hours? Ha! Child's play, this is easy. Easy. Someone's in my house, what should I do? Grab like a bat and hit them or hide. That is my... Wait, Melbourne Airport has a Lego store? Can we... This ain't fun. This ain't fun. Just got a new Technic set and it's the Rescue Watercraft. That's what I've wanted to do. Call the cops. That's also a good piece of advice. I kind of want to try a Technic set. Like a proper Technic set. Maybe that could be a fun members stream idea. Now there's an idea. There's at least one Bricks and Minifigures in Chicagoland. Not sure how close it is to Brickworld though. I'll have to look that up. Because I'm tempted. Because like, I can legally rent a car in the US. I'm just scared to do it in somewhere like LA because of all the traffic. Like, I feel like when we get to Orlando next year, I think it will be easier for me to like hop in and like drive down the road to like a Walmart and I think I'll be fine. Like, I've convinced myself that I could do it. I would just be really nervous to like do that in like traffic straight away. You aren't 25 though, so I have to get like, you have to get like a premium, like you'd have to pay extra, which sucks. Because I was like, I looked it up and you have to be over 21, but if you're under 25, you have to pay extra each day. And I was like, sucks. But like, if I need to, at least I know that it's like available. So I was like, okay. It's a few shelves and a counter. That sucks. It's too expensive to rent a car right now in LA. I've heard about that. Like, rental car prices are like just like through the roof. I'm like, yikes. Yikes. You can drive on the normal side of the road. Shush. The UK drives on the same side as us. Therefore, we win. I mean, admittedly, like, German cars, like, are on the other side. So it's, like, awkward when you have, like, indicators and you're driving a manual. You're just in trouble. I didn't see those Stud CDs. I should go back and check them. I know that, like the Lego vending machines, like, I know that that's a thing. But I didn't know. And, like, Billund's got a Lego store. But I didn't know that other airports had them. See you, Lisa. Have a good day. The USA is the old... Oh, yeah, 100%. It's like with Fahrenheit. Who uses Fahrenheit? Pfft. Lame. I have a German car. I remember I had to drive my dance... I had to, like, re-park my dance teacher's car or something, or, like, drive it around in a circle. And hers was a Japanese car, and the indicator was on the other side that I was used to. So I, like, went to indicate to, like, pull into the drive, and I accidentally set off the windscreen wipers, and I was like, ah! And then, like, panicked and then quickly had to do it. What time is it there? It's 1 p.m, so it's almost lunchtime. And I had, like, errands to do. I wanted to go to Kmart and get, like, a button-up shirt for my painting video that I have planned, which I'm thinking I'll film tonight. So I wanted to get one so that I don't mind if it, like, gets dirty. It's also for, like, a fun idea. I mean, it goes with the entire theme of the video, so I can't quite do that. Right side of the road is the right side of the road. Is it though? I don't know. I mean, I just want to learn how to drive on the other side of the road just so I can, like, add that to my skill set. Because, like, my dad can do it. My mom's also driven on the other side of the road, but she panics when she gets back in. She's like, I haven't done this in years. And I'm like, shut up, Mom, it's fine. You're fine. 7 p.m. on the west side of Idaho. That seems like really early. I always assume it's a bit later. I mean, I'm waiting for, like, the time like the US clocks to change again so that I can like be like, all right, now the time difference is like 4 hours between like us and like Eastern time. Because I have to keep all of these like time zones on the top of my mind, because if something comes out from Lego or there's like a land review embargo or something like that, like I have to know so that like I don't mess it up. So I was like, because I have to remember like, okay, so like at the moment it's like it's 2 p.m. in London, 9 a.m. in Eastern time, which is midnight for us in Australia. So I'm like, I've got to remember all 3 of those times at once to make sure that I've definitely got it right. And it's like, it's a lot. It's a lot. I've left handed so it should come naturally, but it doesn't. See, just gotta be better. I use a time zone app. I do that sometimes just to like double check because I'm so scared. So it's like I've got like all the different locations in like my clock app, and I'm just like, hey Maroon. That's what I do most of the time, Pen, but like I also like to have some sort of idea in my general head. So it's like when I was like setting my stream up today, like I was like, okay, like I want to do it at like 11 p.m. So like I was like, oh, has Eastern changed their like times yet? And I was like, no, okay, so it's still 3 hours. So it would still be like 8 p.m. when I start for Eastern time. But I know that like Europe would be earlier and all that. Shop clocks change on Sunday. Okay, sick. So then it will go back to 4 hours, which means... Oh, that means Hawkeye's going to be at 7 p.m. I have to wait extra. I am so excited for Hawkeye. So excited. Like, I want to make sure that, like, every week that we'll do, like, our build streams, like, Hawkeye, we got to be ready. Got to be ready. Do you check Big W much? I don't. I do want to go there, though, because I wanted to get another disposable camera. But then I learnt that there's, like, disposable cameras which aren't disposable but like they're the same compact size. So I was thinking about doing that because I've got a lot of like expired film that I'm using up and it's working pretty well. Like it doesn't look horrible. So that's fun. That's fun. You can't write on red in New York City. I wonder if Chicago's like that. Oh, really? Because like I got so I mean, we're used to that being a thing here. Like we can't go left on red. So it's like whenever I go to the US, I'm like, why is this a thing? And I freak out. Honestly, not doing it makes more sense to me. It's better than waiting till 3 a.m. All right, dramatic people. How's Eternals? It was a lot of people just standing and talking. But it was very different to anything we've experienced in the MCU, which was a good and a bad thing. I mean, it's worth seeing it, but like, wasn't my favorite. So like, if you got it spoiled, I feel like you probably wouldn't enjoy it as much because I feel like that's most of the enjoyment came from was like the bigger what moment. Do it. Why do you need a disposable camera? Because if I'm like going around, I don't want to have to worry about carrying like my proper film camera with me because it's like I love my film camera to pieces, but like I get so worried because like it's got a proper lens and everything. I'm like just getting a disposable one or like a compact one will be a lot easier just for like on the go. Chicago's not like that. Okay, thank you. I love learning about the US from you guys. It's so great. So great. So good. I really want to go see the bean. Like the shiny bean. There's also a car museum there, which has the mystery machine. We're doing a day trip for that. Doing a day trip. Just use your phone. But it's not the same as a proper film. I love film. It's fun. It's fun. I actually just finished one of my rolls and like one of the photos I took on it was of the Daily Bugle when like the sun was setting. So I had like my blinds open and the sun was hitting it really nicely. So I was like, oh yeah, take a photo. And then I shut the blinds. I was like, all right, we're good. We're good. We're fine. Take out the trash. Yeah. Wait, what? Take out the trash. One of the post-credit scenes got spoiled for me because everyone on Twitter was talking about it. Same here, but like I'd read about it 3 days before. So like it would have gotten spoiled anyway for me. But I made a meme about it. But I'm just not going to post it yet. I'm going to wait until this weekend so that people have a chance to see it. And then I'll post it to Spoiler Talk on Discord. Should be pretty good. So I'm very excited. Very excited. Is IMAX movie theaters a thing in Australia? Just wondering. It was. And then they destroyed the one in Sydney. And then they were like, yeah, we'll rebuild it and open it in 2020. It's almost 2022 and it's still under construction. So that's fun. And then there's one in Melbourne, which I visited before. That was fun. But I think the screen was smaller than the Australian one. We had to go on like a field trip once And like we went to the Sydney Aquarium and then went to IMAX and we watched this like space documentary, which I love because I love space. And Leonardo DiCaprio was narrating, and it was so cool. And it was the first time I'd ever been to IMAX, and I didn't realize like what the theater was like. So it was like really scary because I was like, the seating is like so vertical. But now I know tons about IMAX, almost too much for my own good. So that when I was like watching the Justice League and it was like made for IMAX, I was like, this framing is horrible. Like this would look so bad in IMAX. And I was like, I'm dying internally. So no one cares enough about the internals to be angry at spoilers, or you'd be surprised. I mean, for me personally, like here's the thing. If you care about spoilers that much, like I said earlier, you go to the preview screening the day before, you go on release day, or you go on opening weekend. If you don't do that, either you're on holiday and you're too busy, you physically can't do it, or an emergency has come up, or you don't care as much as you say you do. So it's like every time, without fail, when a Marvel movie has come out, I have gone on either release day, Friday night, or opening weekend. Because I don't want to be spoiled these things. So it's like Eternals early screenings. I was like, heck yeah, I'm going. Because I couldn't go on opening night. And I was like, I'm not waiting till the weekends. Stuff that. Spider-Man, day one. Day one. Don't. We will do a spoiler Spider-Man stream. And if anyone comes in saying, oh, you spoiled it for me, I don't care. It said spoiler in the title. Read. This is Spider-Man. This is a big event. We all know this. That's me. Here we go. I've heard great things about Dune in IMAX, and it's so frustrating because I don't think I can justify catching a flight to Melbourne to watch Dune in IMAX. Don't think I can justify that. But it would be really cool. I did think about it. There was like, what was it for? Dunkirk or something. My dad was like, we should do a day trip to Melbourne to go see this in IMAX. And I was like, okay, we didn't end up doing it because it was too complicated to get there. Like the timing didn't work, but we did think about it. I saw Ben, I was trying to read that. So rude. Speaking of Apollo 11, did anyone ever see that like Apollo 11 IMAX documentary? Because like I saw a preview of it at like a special like giant screen IMAX convention. And then when I was in the US, it was like playing and I was like, I really want to see this. So we like went and saw it. It was fantastic. I loved it. Loved it so much. Oh, really? That exists? Oh, that's sick. I should go and have some lunch. It's 2:15. We've been going, not 2:15. It's 1:15 and I've been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes. But thank you all for joining me. I love this garbage truck. I just don't know where I'm going to put it. I think it would be pretty fun to like do a set where I take all of my least favorite minifigures and throw them in the bin like BFAB said. Zach, thank you so much for the $20 US. I really appreciate it. I wish you had a message though. Make it all special. But thank you so much. I really appreciate that. See you soon, Holly. See you soon, Kai. Did I say Kai? I'm so sorry. Sai. I've got to send you a message actually after this, so I'll go do that in a second. It's worth the long trip. I might ask my dad if he wants to come with me, because I think if he wants to come with me, I can do it. We have enough frequent flyer points, so like it will work. It will work. But yeah, thank you all so much. I will do that Eternals video as well, because I do want to like full go into my thoughts and opinions spoiler wise. And I feel like if I do it in a video, then people won't get mad if I'm talking about spoilers. I'll also do the minifigure sort of collection one that we thought about. You can buy 20 frozen Cokes. So true. Actually, I do want a frozen Coke. It's nice and warm today. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great night, and I will see you very shortly. I mean, not very shortly. I'll see you tomorrow.